Hello YouTube. I'll be sharing my 13 years of knowledge on this game here. Basically, I'll be showing you how to climb to diamond. And just saying guys, if you're emerald and below, this is perfect for you. If you're diamond and above, it's not as good. But if you're like emerald and below, this is really good for you. And basically, I'll be showing you a bit like the common low elo mistakes on how people are playing and what you shouldn't do. And those common elo mistakes, what happens is that you can't make your champion S+. I'll show you why Diana is like S+, but these are the mistakes you shouldn't be making. So you can see here, I'm 8k gold down. This is when I started making good fundamentals. And the moment I started applying fundamentals, my champ became S+ again. And at the end of the video as well, I'll be doing a VOD review, explaining a little bit extra so you can fully understand. And you'll be able to smurf through your games, I can promise. Enjoy the video. And I can show you why Diana is like S+, but you have to play this champion in a very particular way. And if you don't play Diana like this, then it's actually not S+. It's like maybe A or A+ in low elo, right? So these are the runes that I run on Diana. Basically, how you want to play this champion is that you want to make sure you clear properly, and especially with the Diana buffs, which is 35% increase on passive, which is really big, by the way. It's really big. You just want to make sure you full clear on repeat, and then choose your fights wisely. And the build you want to go as well would be, in low elo especially though, you want to go Leandry into Riftmaker still. I know they buffed Rocket Belt and they buffed like Tooth, but I can promise you in low elo, having Leandry in general is much better because this allows you to make more mistakes. And this allows you basically to like, you know, face check something and not die instantly. And then you can actually buy time, wait for your teammates to get there, and then you're actually a champion, okay? And this is like platinum elo-ish. So I can basically show you what I'm gonna do. It's very simple. I will just full clear, like actually, I am not even gonna focus on jungle tracking, okay? I'll just show you basically how to full clear efficiently and how you want to utilize the strength of this champion every single game. And yeah, you just like alt deck, right? And then attack your passive. That's the most important thing. And then whoop. And I would recommend raptors into golems into red buff so you can actually full clear efficiently. So your raptors and your golems are gonna respawn at the same time. I just eat the small golem, because that way you can keep your attack speed refreshed. That is very important. One thing I like to do here, instead of like, you know, queuing this, just hold your Q for red buff. Make sure you just kite the red buff a little bit, but honestly, it doesn't matter as much. You can even hit this like an NPC if you want to. But one tip that I have is that make sure to always keep your passive up. Like you see this passive, always keep it up no matter what. If you have this passive up, you clear like a lot faster. Yeah, I even fucked my clear a bit, but no problem. Because your passive gives you basically attack speed and 35 extra damage on minions, but now it's 265%, so 265% you clear a lot faster. So see, I'm waiting for my W, making sure I keep my passive. That's like the only thing you need to know as Diana, really. And just don't double E. Make sure you always have an E when you clear. And usually, as you see again, my W when I have no more passive, and I'm just clearing. And as my full clear, in general, if you do your 6th camp, this is where if you want to be a good Diana or bad Diana. Start looking at lanes. Bot lane, they have priority. Mid lane, I have priority. Now you have to ask yourself, can I fight crap? Yes or no? If you think you're stronger than enemy team, you can fight. If not, don't fight. And the moment I enter river, right, I will adapt. If my laners are coming, I'll play. If they won't, I won't play. That's simple. And now the reason why I started Raptors is because now I can start my Raptors again. Do you see how Nocturne is ganking topside here? Usually you could invade his bot side, but I will just show you basically what you should do if you full clear. I'm not even gonna look for ganks. I'll just full clear, and I'm gonna make sure I have tempo and a good base timer. You see mid lane HP? I'm gonna ignore it. I'm not gonna go mid lane. And you might wonder why. Well, he will crash the wave and he can run away. So in general, before you go for a gank, just try to think about, can you make it? Yes or no? If no, just base. In low elo, people usually, you would want to gank that. People usually do that, but it's actually bad because he can just run away. Like literally. So in low elo, people would gank there. And the trigger to recognize why that gank was bad is simply because he could crash the wave before I came there. Nocturne was even around, and that's the main reason I just did not gank. I just base, get my item, and I full clear again, okay? And I can explain you basically how you want to take some fights, because on this champion, in the end, if you really want to make it like S tier, right? You need to like clear your camps, and right before you clear your camps, identify just numbers and waves a little bit, okay? So my wolf should be spawning soon here. And now, after I finish my full clear, I will look for a play. I have no idea where Nocturne is, I'll be honest. But this guy cleared bot to top, so he should go into top side. I'll just show you something, right? If you don't ping top lane careful, he's not gonna fix his wave as soon as possible. But he should literally crash the wave as fast as he can. Because right now, he's putting himself in a very bad position and he can just die, you know? Which is not good. But anyway, let's go into bot lane here. You might wonder why am I going to bot lane. I have Nico SCC and Ashe low. So if you can go on them, it will be perfect. So see Ashe is slowing him. I flash Q. Not sure if I killed him, but... Oop, I killed him actually. But the main reason this gank worked is because I pinged when I want them to go in. And by the way, just saying, this bush is probably warded. If I actually went in earlier, right? And then they see me, and my bot lane didn't go in, such a small thing, I wouldn't be able to kill them. If you haven't watched my gank conditions and execution yet, it's very important. Because such a small thing, after you finish your full clear, knowing how to execute a gank is so important. If you don't know how to execute a gank, it's very, very difficult. To climb in general, no matter what elo you are, right? And now Caitlyn has no flash, and I will just simply base. So this is a common low elo mistake where people finish Drake and they don't think about their base timers and they continue making plays. So look at me. I will now look for a play. Okay, this play is gonna work out because Nocturne is actually gonna, you know, gank. And now I get a kill here. Okay, should I get a kill here? Maybe. But this is a flip anyway. This is like a bad example because the enemy team here, they shouldn't have died, okay? Or like they shouldn't have fought, but they did fight in the end, and I managed to get a kill. Even in low elo, what you want to be doing is just, after you take an objective, you should just press B, spend your gold, ping your laners to play safe, and then look for a fight the next time. The reason we won this fight is because my Nico was around mid lane, and the enemy support was not here. If my Nico wasn't here, and I lose this fight, that is super bad. Because I just got a bottle kill, I just took the Drake, you don't want to like overplay turns. And if you overplay turns, and if you play champ like Diana, it means you're not going to be that strong, and you don't really want that. And as well, if you die while trying to make a play, your camps will not be respawning, and that push you behind. And especially with the buff, and just saying the reason why Diana's S+, is because you want to make sure that you take your camps on repeat when it spawns, so you can actually get ahead. You can look, I'm basically the same level as my solo laners, and I'm one level up on AD carry. You want to stay ahead of the curve. You want to full clear, get a kill, full clear, get a kill. That is very important. So now, once again, I'm going for full clear. The thing that I look at always is, okay, do I have numbers before a fight? Yes or no? So mid lane, I knew, okay, my support was mid lane, so it isn't too bad to look for a play. But in general, you don't want to fight 2v2 if you haven't spent your gold yet. Even here, you see, I could like E here. I'm not Eing here. Very small things that are very important. Okay, what do I do now? I'm done with my full clear. So usually what you want to do is like look at the lane where you have the most kill threat. I have Ashe, Nico, bot lane, all 1 HP. I'm gonna go bot lane here. I'm just gonna press E here. And then you can ult. And then, well, they just die here, right? They're walking up like apes here. But you can see like there's no weak side or strong side in general in low elo. People just fight. This is what a lot of low elo people do as well. They will just invade after a play. But if there's nothing, just base instantly. You see his teammate die? Don't do this. This is the worst thing you can do where you walk bot lane and try to make a play. If someone dies, let them die because you're always gonna get more chances. This is what a lot of people do, by the way. This is how to escape low elo as well, right? You don't want to cancel your base to help someone that's like low-key dying. You know what I mean? Just let them die, clear your camps, and then you should be faster. You see here, if I didn't cancel my base, maybe I could be like right here already. And that's a really big difference, right? If Nocturne ganks top lane here, I could be there to counter gank. Look, if my top lane dies here, this is simply because I canceled my base, and because I canceled my base, and I'm down tempo, he died. So now this is a 2v2 when I'm really good in base, or like really strong. And I probably don't kill him, but oh, maybe I can kill him. Nope. We see here, like, this is just like why people are like in low elo, because they don't value tempo too much. And even though this champ's like S tier, you're not gonna make any champion S tier if you're gonna like cancel your base, look to help your teammates, and then You know, it's just, you're not at the right place at the right time. And here's the thing, in low elo, it might be hard to recognize, okay, what's a good play, what's a bad play, right? And that's like a not easy thing to do. But if you watch my gank conditions and gank execution on my course, it's very easy to understand. And you can just literally watch for free. It's just out there. But understanding just like what is good, what is bad, and then full clearing, and then being at the right place at the right time is what's gonna make you a good player and make this champ actually SD, right? So you can make the full use of this champion. Because this champion has really good engage and it has really fast clear right now. So if you actually utilize it properly, you're good, you know? And you can see I'm not even jungle tracking. I'm simply right now just showing you a bit what common mistakes are in low elo and what are the mistakes you shouldn't be making. And this is a common mistake as well in low elo, where the moment you finish your full clear, instead of looking at the map, okay? Where's my support? People here would just fight. Look at enemy team and look, okay, they're literally tower diving, right? So I don't actually have to be careful. Okay. But now my entire team is coming. Look, literally my entire team is... I'm playing slow here because, well, my team was a bit far away, right? But do you see here how they like dove my bot lane under the tower? What's the problem here? The enemy actually didn't think about me being around and they dove here. In low elo, well, what I would have done as well, let's say if they didn't dive me, I would just fight them 2v3. Very likely. Instead of thinking, oh wait, hold up, maybe I shouldn't fight 2v3. I should wait for my support. I would just fight there. So people don't think about numbers that often. So as long as you think a little bit about numbers and you prioritize your full clear, don't go for random plays. You can make this champion S tier. You need a bit of champion mastery and fundamentals to make it work. So see right now, I'm gonna move mid lane. Why is this? Syndra is like playing very aggressive. And if you can bubble him, we can maybe kill him. But I'm super far away, right? I have to wait for my team. Okay, they got him. Okay, what's next? Look at my gold. This is something people do in low elo too, okay? You would just go top lane here and look for plays. And then look for an invade here. But in general, the simplest thing you can do, right? Is just actually, instead of running around like a chicken, we have 1.8k gold, press B, clear your top side, jungle track, and be ready for a fight. Because in the end, if you have good base timers, and if you have good tempo, and you track jungle like a little bit, you're good. And that's how you can make this champ S tier, because in the end, you need to understand the strength of a champion and a little bit of fundamentals, so you can be at the right place at the right time to punish noobs. If you're not doing that, it's really hard. Because look, currently there's 25 kills at minute 14. Like, do you see how important time is? And just simply basing, spending your gold, and full clear. Look, right now I'm just full clearing into the bot side. And as long as you play with your strongest laner, there's no way of losing. Look, my Nico is 7 kills. If I play with my Nico, how can I lose? It shouldn't be possible, right? But anyway, I can explain to you now a bit like just regarding champion mastery on this champion, and show you a bit like how to fight to make the best use of this champion in skirmishes. But almost always, how you want to pilot this champion is to like... I'll show you after full clear. You should almost always look for a flank and never go from the front. I don't want to say never, but very often you should not come from the front. And why is that? Because Syndra can just QE me, and it's very obvious. But if you come from the side, right? You're not being expected, and it's a lot easier for you to make a gank work, okay? So look, right now... oh, there's a TP here. Yeah, I'm gonna go fight. Look at me, I'm gonna press QE. And after QE, I'm gonna not use my E instantly. I'm gonna wait with it, you see? You set my E, and now he flashes, and now I kill him. So like, a lot of people would sometimes press double E, but like if enemy team has a dash or flash, right? Just hold your E, wait till the flash, so I don't have to waste my flash. So now they just die basically, right? Without me having to use my flash, and I still have it for next fight. But that's just as well knowing, okay, do they have any dashes? Do they have any flashes? If you don't know, just hold your E. If you want to make this champ really good, you should know at least when to use your abilities. If you don't know when to use your abilities, then it's kind of difficult, right? So look, okay, this is a common low elo mistake too. Here, starting objective. What's the problem here? In this case, it's probably okay, because they showed a bot lane. But starting objectives without lane priorities is really bad. Because look, right now you should almost always help your laners if they're... Hold up. If they're getting fucked, but okay, this is a 3v4, you see? Enemies 4 man, I'm 3 man. I'm just gonna cosplay you what like people in low elo do. Like actually, right? Therefore, I'm 3. No matter how strong I am, I cannot fight this. Like, okay, this is like a low-key 1v1, right? So I'm kind of cooked. Close, guys. But you can see here, basically, this is like, I'm not even kidding, guys. This is something you shouldn't do in no ELO. So, how did I know this is bad though? Simply because enemy on the map, they only showed one Volibear, and we were only 3 men. Why would I take a 3v4, even though I'm very strong, when I can take a 4v3 literally? Or at least a 3v3, right? Like, if you think about it, it sounds very silly, but you cannot play the champion, and you cannot make it S+, if you can't do maths. If you can't count to 5 and look at how many people are on the map, it's very hard to make this champ S tier. At best, you'll make it A tier, and that's just any champion. Any champ is very good, like S tier or A tier. If you have bad fundamentals, it's never going to be S tier. Because such a small difference, which is like counting numbers, that's going to make the difference between low ELO and high ELO. And I'm just showing you guys a bit as well, like what you shouldn't be doing and what you should be doing. So you understand like what the difference is a bit between you and, you know, the next rank. And look here, okay? You see how like I'm doing all my camps now? This is the part where like you see your laners here. When you see this in general, guess what? They have more numbers on paper. If this one shot doesn't work out, it's very bad for them. Because their family can be here. Noxian right now is topside. So this play is actually okay. And Zealand didn't move. But in general, in the end, these plays, when you're farming, are low-key flipped. Just something to keep in mind. And think about it, right? Do you think your laners care if you're 6 kills? So far, my Rayleigh has been fighting without me, you know, like, I personally think my laners probably don't care about me having 6 kills. But the only thing you can do, right, is just communicate with pings, hey, I'm there, or I'm not there. You see my Caitlyn walking up 1v2, but he was walking 1v2 by the way. Even before Noxian showed. And he died. And that's the deal. People don't respect numbers at all. Like, actually, okay? And people will continue dying. And that's why Noxian in low ELO is OP. Because now, if let's say Noxian ultimate, they would push this wave anyway. And low ELO, people would farm these golems anyway. And not be at the right place at the right time. And not communicate these things. So if you want to do it properly, you have to like know when you're fighting, when you're not fighting. So let's start thinking about when I want to start fighting, okay? And I'll keep it very simple. It's all about this. Right now, at the very least, identify what objective you want to play for. No matter what ELO you're in, at least think about what you want to play for a bit. Whether it's like a laner or whether it's like an objective, okay? So right now, I don't see anyone top lane. I don't see anyone bot lane. This is like where people start fighting. You see when Nico jumping in here, I'm gonna cosplay. I hope they don't fight man though. Come on. Yeah! Okay, I died. I fought a 3v4 with my strongest member. Could I have won this even if I'm challenger? I can't, guys. I cannot win a 3v4, guys, no matter what. If you take these fights and you review your own games and you see, I'm taking some 3v4s and my teammates are not there, how can I prevent that? And that's the most important thing. And just saying, challenger people or even like people in diamond-ish, okay, sometimes they make this mistake, but in high ELO, people make these mistakes less. In low ELO, people make these mistakes more often. You can see my Nico just dashing in, flashing in, like, yo, we have numbers, go in, you know, and I'm like, yeah, if they're 4, we're kind of cooked. So the problem is that if someone doesn't appear on your screen, that doesn't mean they're not there. If someone is not appearing on your screen and they're not showing, that means they can be there, okay? So this is just me highlighting a bit. If you want to make this champ S tier, please don't make these mistakes. So now I can show you how to make this champion actually S tier, okay? So look, objective, Autocon, alright? I will take my camps, and after I finish my camps, I want to look for a play. But usually what happens is that your laners die before that. So, I don't know, Noxian could be bot lane again, and my team dies again. This can happen, right? Easily. I see a teleport coming, guess what? They have more numbers. What do? Instead of joining the fight, I'm like, see you later, alligators. Remember, there's currently 46 kills at 21 minutes. You see this objective? It would be a low ELO mistake as well. You would fight this. Actually, wait, it's 3v3. I'm down to fights, by the way. 2 of them died. I didn't see that. But yeah, basically here, this is a 2v3. I have ultimate. So I can fight this. Noxian ultimate. Look here. So I'm waiting a little bit to tank it a bit. Oh. Sorry guys, my bad. Okay, I got one shot, I guess. I didn't think I would get one shot, and actually Noxian had his ultimate backup. So in the end, how did I die here? I took a 2v3 and they had other spells available. And then I got one shot. So no matter how good you are, guys, do you see? I'm just showing you guys, right? I'm taking 2v3, not playable. Now I'm actually gonna start jungle tracking, and I'm gonna show you about it. The difference between not jungle tracking and jungle tracking, it's such an insane difference. So look, Drake spawned in 1 minute, okay? How do I want to play for Drake? In low elo, people would push this wave and continue pushing. Let's make a bet. Is he gonna continue pushing or is he gonna group?
Unstoppable.
You want to ping people, yo, careful. We want to play for Drake, you know? Play for the objective. Laners in general will just push whenever there's a wave and they will push till they die. The only thing you can do is communicate that, hey, be careful. You see, Nocturne has 50, he's like 2 levels up on me, by the way. 2 levels up on me and 2 items up, 1.5 item up on me. But if you actually have good decision making and play with numbers, you're good. If you don't, you're not good. Right now, I know this is 4-4. This is 4-4, I'm pretty sure. Okay, are we grabbing them? Okay, cooldown 2 seconds. Okay, Syndra's missing, 2v3. But do you see in general, right? I'm like really counting. Okay, who's there? Can he come? Yes or no? And I'm super careful, you know? So here, I'm not gonna start a Drake. Instead, I'm waiting in bush, waiting for Zoe to make some magic happen. Okay, I might have to be super careful here. Oh! Oh my god! I got fisted. Ash, you got this, come on! We got fucked, guys. But yeah, the 3v3s here, not looking that good, you know. You can see that, like, you know, even I cannot win these fights if it's like a 3v3 and the laners are slightly stronger, right? It's okay. We just lost a Drake. And in the end, I'm not actually making my champion right now S+. And this is because I'm simply not using my advantage and my biggest strength, which is when a laner of mine can move, I want to look for a fight. And I'll show you how to do it right now, okay? I want to play for the Baron. I want my Rayleigh to push 1 more wave. After that, 1 more wave only. I want him to group. And the moment he groups, I want to press Ashe arrow, Nico ult, and fight. Before he gets any funny ideas, I'm already pinging right now, hey, can you please group? Because what's gonna end up happening? Oh, is my Ashe getting 1-shot, I guess? And him ulting when he doesn't see anyone on the map. But you can see here, my Ashe is literally ulting when no one is showing. Like actually. They could have been easily a lot of people. I mean, the 3 bots. But I cannot look for anything here. Bro, this Nocturne is just tapping my laner's skull, bro. And he has no cooldown on his ult or what? Instead of me trying to contest Baron here, I know they have more numbers. Instead of me fighting on Baron here, okay? I'm fine cutting my losses, getting tempo items, and look for the next play. Do not contest Baron and die and drop your tempo. Don't do that. That's very bad. You can clearly see right now I have like 3 losing lanes, or 2 at the very least. And even I'm behind, right? Like Nocturne is like legit 700 gold shutdown. My Rayleigh is disconnected. But we can win. I need my bot lane to push this wave, base, and group. I'm just pinging them in their face. Let's group up and let's look for a fight. Okay, what's my Zoe doing though? Isn't how loyal people feel like? You like don't look for 1 second and people just fight like donkeys? Wonderful. Okay, Nocturne has ultimate. Oh. Wonderful. Okay, I will now rage split top lane. You might wonder, why am I rage splitting top lane? Simple. I need farm. Even if I drop 1 tower here, if I can take all the resources in top lane and get more gold, it's a good thing. Especially in the ELO, right? If you can get some resources, let's say get a big item like Zhonya's, right? And the most important thing, what I'm actually doing here, guys, is not even getting resources. I'm using my strength right now, which is, by me pushing top lane, right? What ends up happening is that they have to catch top lane. And because they have to catch top lane, right? I now get numbers. That is what's happening right now. The enemy team is gonna go top lane. Syndra 100% is gonna go top lane, okay? And because Syndra is gonna go 100% top lane, look. And now have a small window to group and fight. And Syndra, what he's gonna do is push 1 extra wave and then he's gonna group. But this is the window where his teammates have to play safe for the next 40 seconds at least. Which is not gonna happen. But my Ashe is well trolling. I'm pinging him here, careful. Got him. But you can see here. Hold up. Why do you guys think we won this fight? Is it because we played it mechanically good? Maybe. But I can promise you, that is a fight we won simply because I pushed top lane, Syndra showed top lane. That was a timer they shouldn't have fought, and that's the main reason how I can make this champion S+. By me understanding, okay, how can I create numbers and which fights are good to take. And despite me being not that strong, by the way, and them having insane more items and me being not strong, I still won this fight. Simply because I played towards my strengths, got number advantage, and I forced in our top lane. And I told you, literally, in the next 40 seconds, their teammates would have to play safe. Did they do that? Nope. They did not do that. So I'm gonna continue drone tracking and, you know, think about numbers. Okay, so now I need my Zhonya's. You see, I'm pinging him. Hey, think about it. Nocturne is here. Oh, okay. If they die, they die. Like, look, if people play like this, it is what it is. Let them die. But make sure to not int together with them. That's the crucial part. Group. You see how Volibear is dead for 20 seconds? You think the enemy team can play safe for 20 seconds? Hell nah, they cannot. Nocturne's gonna ult in, by the way. I don't want to ult Zidane, you know. Only. What's he doing, by the way? Kill the front line. Kill the backline, hopefully. You think they can play safe for 20 seconds, guys? This is Platinum ELO, by the way. Volibear dead? Do you think Volibear is playing a team? Please play safe. Of course not. If you know, like, that's the thing, right, in the ELO. Is just choose your fights wisely. Did I play that fight insane? Not really. Nocturne just jumped in. I killed him. They were down one number. And just saying, down one number is basically down, like, I don't know, 12k gold or something. At this point of stage of the game. Bob, that. And now, I have to decide, okay, do I want to end or not? I think if you're not sure, it's very simple. Don't do it. If you're sure, do it. The more ahead you are, the less risk you want to take. Am I very far ahead? Not really. Am I taking smart fights? Yes. See, now I know it's their turn to fight, and I'm pinging them, yo, careful. Nocturne, what did he do? He took out 1v3. That's why he died. It's that simple. Is Nocturne omega fucking OP in this game? He is. But this guy cannot count to 5. That's all. You take the tower. And we back off. You see how they continue? They're not following my course fundamentals. You need to make a game plan after you get something. You play for Baron. So you keep a rational mind, what's next, so you have the right lane assignment. Then now I simply base, spend my gold. And now, Nocturne is dead for 20 seconds. How do I create numbers? How do I create an advantage? How do I make my champion S tier? Okay, I push top lane and I group. That's simple. So I'm gonna hover top lane. Maybe I should ping him to group if possible. Look, no one's showing top lane. I'm doing simple NERFS. Don't go. Don't fight. They're +1. If you die, that's on you. What's up, Nocturne? See, Zoe died, but okay, I'm a little bit OP right now, so I can do what I'm doing here. And then Nocturne's dead, right? I have ultimate in 30 seconds. This is another small tip. If you want to make champ S tier, please wait for your ultimate. Don't start an objective here without ultimate. Okay, if you follow this, you're equally boosted. I'm boosted here, but no problem. Okay, we actually one-shot this shit. Oh my god. Okay, my plan heroes though. Okay, if they come, I just bounce. If they don't, so be it. Okay, now. What's next on the menu, boys? Elder Drake in 30 seconds. Ah, Shibal. The classic Irelia sees a wave, has ascended. So look, I know the next objective is definitely not sieging here. This guy, why is he dying here? It's simple. This guy's alone. I'm not gonna continue fighting here. Why is that? I'm doing simple NERFS. Oh. Maybe I should do complicated nets. Ooh. Hitter's getting cooked. I'm holding my E. See how he walks? Now he's dead. Okay, my radar seems a bit balanced. So that's why we cooked him here. Alright, I mean, even though I won this game, right? I'm gonna summarize this game in the replay. and basically tell you a bit why this champ is S tier and why this champ is not S tier. So you can clearly see like the mistakes I make that are common in low elo. And then I started playing actually with numbers and counting a little bit, right? The game felt a lot easier. So even though this champ's S tier, it's actually not S tier if you cannot actually, you know, play a little bit of fundamentals, because if you miss a certain aspect of the game, like information gathering, it is very hard to make the champion work, right? But basically, before fighting or entering river, do I look at laners HP and with priority? If they're missing, assume they're here or coming. That I adapt given to the situation, right? This is in my course how I explain how you have to count numbers a bit and the full examples and how to recognize it too. Let's just look at every single fight, right? Like literally in mid game. Let's go to mid game. Right now, we're kind of even. My teammates are getting perma caught, okay? Let's look at every single fight. Look here. My laners are fighting. Was here? Yeah.
Blue team double kill.
Oh, actually, yeah, here. Look. I actually died. Because I actually thought I had no ultimate. But Syndra actually has ultimate. So what am I doing right now? This is a gold mistake. Or whatever you call it, right? But I died here because, well, I thought I could fight this. But I got QE'd into one shot. Couldn't play. 2v3, no numbers. I was a good fight. Just fucked, you know. And honestly, I think Syndra ult enough is alone to kill me. I could not have fought this. Like, actually. Right? Why did I die here? Numbers. So, let's look at the next fight. Why did I die here? Well, my Ashe is low HP. I have no ultimate, right? Ultimate spawn in 30 seconds. I jumped in technically 1v3. And my Ashe Zoe is completely useless. So how did I get Omega fucked here? Simply because I'm alone. No teammates to back me up. And I just die here. So even though my teammates join later, it's already too late, right? My Ashe should have done what he did, maybe a little bit earlier. You see? Okay, let's look at the next fight. And from this point onwards, right, I'm starting to win fights. From this point onwards, I'm taking smart fights, okay? Look, why is Syndra dying here? This Syndra is simply overstaying 1v3, right? Very cocky. Okay, Raid is AFK. Okay, Nico is here. 1v3. He dies, right? Let's look at the next fight. Okay. Oh, remember this one. Remember this one. This one's big, by the way. This one's big. Here, remember what I said? I'm pushing here top lane simply to get numbers. This is how to make your champion S tier. By me simply pushing top lane, right? I even said forcing Syndra to show. And the moment Syndra showed, I now group, and now their laners have to play safe. You think their laners are gonna play safe when Syndra's showing top lane? Look. I'm taking my camp. And now they're fighting without Syndra here. And without Volibear even. They're taking a 4v2 right now. Here. Noxer can join, so 4v3 at best. And the brother, they're like 6k gold up. 6k gold up. No, 7k. This is actually like 7k. And yet, they lost this fight simply because they took a 4v3. And simply because I pushed out top lane, I knew Syndra was gonna show. And then, when Syndra joined, the fight was already over. Now I killed him. You see? Now, let's look next fight. Oh, look, Volibear is dead, right? So I know we have number, we're 5. They're 4. And look what happens. Volibear not here. Noxian jumping 1v4. What should Noxian have done? Noxian should have like been aware, okay, they're probably 5. Let's wait for Noxian to, you know, or Volibear to push side lane, or wait for someone to show, and then he should go in. And such a small thing, right? Even the Platinum ELO is what's gonna make you lose games. And simply because they're outnumbered here, They're literally getting aced there almost. And the fight was not even close. Now let's look at the next fight. Okay, actually this fight we killed them. And then actually we got the Baron here. And after we get the Baron here, I basically... actually then I guess we just outplayed them a bit. But here I did not want to fight, I was just seeing, okay, can I do something? So here we fought. Caitlyn here, what's the problem here? Flanking on Diana, not smart. And that's why Diana's S+ in no ELO. If someone does what Caitlyn does, you instantly kill the carry. And I'm full tank by the way. I am literally full tank. Do you need to go damage to one-shot people? No, I don't. Look. I'm literally 4k HP, 200 armor, 100 MR. And I still one-shot the carry. And I still haven't used my Q yet. Right? So that's why tank Diana is like S tier if you know how to fight properly. And don't make the common mistakes that people do in low ELO. And then basically, you know, victory. But that's how you want to play like an S+ champion. And the things you don't want to do. And the things you want to be doing. And then yeah. Then it's GG well played, you know.